Welcome back, guys, to a story about my uncle. I'm going to hit continue immediately, and I thought I should explain. There will be, like now, I'm pretty sure if I start walking forwards, he'll start talking. I'll keep talking until he starts talking, but there will be a lot of sections like that where I'll just reach over and mute my mic so you guys can listen to that. And look how beautiful this is. Like, I'm in a cave and it's this beautiful. And you have to think, this is an older game. I can't jump right now. And neither can I sprint, so don't ask why I'm not doing that. But... Whoa. I don't even know where that leads.
Hello. Who are you? You're not from here. Wow, you look just like Fred, but smaller, and with less hair on your face.
She knew Fred. I told her that he was my uncle, and that I was looking for him.
What's an uncle?
I said that he was, that I had known him all my life.
Really? Me too. I'll help you find him. I'm Madeline. The others call me Maddy sometimes. I don't know why, really, but you can call me Maddy. You've never been to the village, right? Let's meet over there in the square. I'll show you around. I bet you can get there easily with your suit thing. So, I'll see you there.
I couldn't believe it. An underground village, inhabited by frog people, or more like salamanders. Either way, they walked like humans, they talked like humans. How is that possible?
I want you guys to tell me, did you pick up on... Her village calls her Maddy. This is a bit of a spoiler, but they're kind of a less advanced civilization. So, and, like, if you take into account other older civilizations, they called some of the greatest geniuses in history mad. They called them insane for what they were trying to do. We still do sometimes. Unfortunately, I can't say we don't. And I just think it's sad that people actually do that, but it's a thing that happens, and I don't have the power to control it. I think I'm gonna need to mute my mic soon. Where is she?
Over here!
Oh.
Hey! Hi, welcome to my village. This is the town square, and that over there is Fred's tent. I haven't seen him in a few days, though. Maybe our elder Samuel knows where he is. He knows a lot of stuff. Mostly boring stuff, if you ask me, but it's worth a try. Before asking him, though, you should check out the village. It's not so bad, unless you have to stay for too long. When you're done, go to the island with the windmill, and you'll see Samuel's cove from there. I'll go on ahead and tell him that you're coming. He's not much for surprises. Later!
I thanked Madeline and agreed to meet her later. It was strange. How could I talk to someone who was not even human and still feel like it was perfectly normal?
And yes, it would be strange to make creatures like, well, to meet creatures like this. I want to do a bit of exploring because I'm pretty sure there's some things around here that I completely ignored the first time I played. Where's this go? Where does this come from? Okay. But, like, I also find it funny how, on the basis of other creatures and such, there's actually a geneticist that said the creation of a flying dragon, not like a Komodo dragon or anything, but an actual flying dragon from, like, mythology and such, was technically possible. I don't know what geneticists said this. I just remember reading a thing that's about it, him saying it. And when I read that, I jokingly said, you know, I'm going to hire a research team one day, and their sole job is going to be, I'm going to pay them to work on creating mythical creatures. If they tell me it's 100% impossible, what the ones I ask them to make, I'll drop the ones I'm asking them to make. I'm looking around a little bit, seeing if there's anything cool. Like, if they told me it was impossible to create a harpy, I'd accept, okay, harpies can't be real. And it was so funny that I just made the joke a couple times. And I think I did said something like this. And if we succeed with the dragon, we're all just gonna show up one day in a city. We got a dragon! We got a dragon! And see what happens. We'd likely lose the first dragon. We wouldn't actually do that because, for risk of, like, to us, I'm pretty sure that dragon would be, like, our child or something. So I would not be willing to actually risk losing said thing. Because I would hate for the
most of the shacks in the village were built out of trash. Trash from our world. It was, after all, a garbage disposal pad that took me here.
So they use what they had. They didn't have a ton of resources available. So instead of using all kinds of resources, they used the trash that they had available. It's resulted in a rather interesting place. I want to go over here. We won't go down there yet, as of yet. Up here. I'm probably. I've noticed I start and forget. I have no idea how many like small things. Not like projects wise. Even though I'd probably do that as well. But I mean, I start talking about things and then completely forget about them. Let's just go up there and then down. I was never here before. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic so I can walk in and such.
For how long had Fred been gone?
I'm not sure. A couple of months, I think. Less than half a year for sure. I remembered hiking with him the summer before, but when I counted the days in his journals and from when I last saw him, it didn't make sense. Maddy said that she had known him all her life. Maybe she meant it figuratively. Like, she didn't really mean it. Like, when you say you'll die if you don't get a puppy for your birthday.
That's true, though.
I'm sorry. Of course it is.
That hits a little bit close to home. My dog died recently. Like, my family dog, the one my parents had. my personal dog, the one that I have, tiny little miniature dachshund, she's still alive. Enough on dead dogs. We don't want to be depressing. Oh, another section that I don't remember from playing this game.
Did Fred have any kids of his own?
Nope, not that I know of. He lived alone. He didn't really have any time for a family, I guess. He was always away or busy with his inventions. He could be gone for months at a time. I never knew how soon I would see him again.
Don't you think he felt lonely then?
I think he was too caught up in his projects to feel lonely. It seems like he found new friends in the village, though. Maddy seemed to be especially fond of him, taking after all that he did. Maybe Fred was like a father to her.
She didn't have a real father, right? If she was born from an egg.
That's right. That's another thing we had in common.
I'm trying to come up with ways to tell you guys things without completely spoiling everything. Because if I tell you guys too much, I'll just spoil the story. And I don't want to do that. By the way, guys, I'm lost. I don't actually know what I've been doing. I've just been running around to see what happens. You probably noticed. Yeah. Because, to be honest, the first time I played this, I didn't explore anything. At all, really. I kind of just ran through the entire village, ignoring all these extra islands, expecting to be able to come back, and I was wrong. Yes, I could have technically come back, but not in the sense I was thinking. I could only, like, come back, say, if I replayed the level, and that wasn't something I was too big on doing at the time. Because I personally, like, if I was just playing alone, I would have trouble, replaying games, because of, when it comes to games and movies and such, I remember them, so well that I just would have too much, I'd remember too much to just play them again. I guess we're on our way. And we'll see where that thing takes me. We'll see where this takes me. Interesting. I don't actually know. Okay, yeah, drop here. We'll walk in here, see what's up. Because I think this is like a symbol for this is important sort of thing. Or this is story.
A stranger in our halls. Welcome. Our name is Samuel, and we will do our best to assist you. Please tell us what brings you here.
I told him that I was looking for my Uncle Fred.
We should help. Do you know where he is?
Fred left us without a word. If you aspire to find him, we can share with you a sacred crystal, a power core. Fred used their kind to power his suit. You can have it if you return our Fred to us.
The crystal? Sweet!
Madeline, that was inappropriate. Your help will not be necessary. The crystal is not for you to have.
What? I want to help finding Fred. Why couldn't I?
Please, Madeline, that is impossible. None of us may enter the chasms. It is too dangerous.
What's the danger? If Fred can do it, so can I.
I say this for your own protection, Madeline. You are forbidden from entering the chasms.
Just because you're afraid afraid of what's outside the village doesn't mean I am. I'm nothing like you. I'll never be.
We apologize. It is true that we want to keep her safe, but she does not understand. Behind us is the power core. Take it and go into the chasms. Find Fred, and if you see Madeline, take care of her. Be safe.
Okay, I think that's all I needed to do for that. But if you'll... One, I never understood. Why does he talk as if he's multiple people?
I felt a little uneasy about moving on into the chasms. If it was too dangerous for Maddy, would it be safe enough for me?
But, one, why does he talk in as if he's multiple people? I never understood it. Probably never will. And two, did you... It's again, like older civilization. They're afraid of what they don't understand. They don't understand the chasms, so they fear it, so they forbid entrance to it. Just like, people that were called witches. They were misunderstood. So, people killed them and the tests they had for them, like, tie a rock to them. If they drowned, they weren't a witch. If they don't drown, they were a witch, and we burned them. Those tests were so stupid. The witch trials. Have any of you ever read about any of the witch trials? God dang it. But if you have, you know kind of what I mean. Like, you may not have the same opinion as me, sort of thing. I do have a button that lets me, I don't know why I jump. I know I need to do this. But you may not have the exact same opinion I do on it, but you understand what I mean by how stupid it was. These are not always as easy to find, trust me. Much later in the game, they get super hard to find. Just because, I don't know. Oops. But a lot of people have different opinions on different subjects, and I accept that. But again, I think I've stated this slightly before. I don't have very many of you at the moment.
Me as I left the glittering lights in the village behind me and headed for the ominous shadows of the chasms. As I entered the chasms, it struck me how much darker it was in there. The shadows were black as ink, and although I tried not to be afraid, I couldn't help but shiver. Was it the darkness that frightened the villagers as well? Or was it something else?
But, what I was saying? I don't have very many of you watching at the moment, but if I ever do in the future, hopefully do, have a lot more of you watching than I do now, don't let me ever catch any of you, down in the comments telling someone that their opinion is wrong. You can question their opinion, yes, go ahead. I will not stop you from questioning someone's opinion. But do not flat out say, you're wrong, shut up. Never say anything like that. Question their reasoning for their opinion. If it's a stupid reasoning, it's a stupid reasoning, but opinions cannot just be changed on a whim. Here, thank you all for watching. Goodbye, guys. See you all later. If you enjoyed this video, and you would like to see the latest episode of my Address Generations of War series, click the video on the left. If you would like to see me play the latest episode of my Polarity series, click the video on the right. If you would like to be alerted to when I upload new videos to my channel, and just encourage me to make more, click that subscribe button up at the top. I request you do, it's very encouraging. Please, leave a comment, leave a like, tell me what I'm doing wrong or right. I really should not have tried to rhyme that, and I didn't even intend to do it intentionally. Well, goodbye, guys.